Hello everyone, my name is Zoe Imani and you're watching my channel Blankpaper. Today I'm going to share with you how to write an A+ paper at the last minute. I know this can be tough, but I've done it before, so if you're writing a paper right now, just chill, relax. Don't worry, you're gonna get through this. Step 1 is to choose a topic and write about something you care about. So sometimes our professors will give us a few topics to select from. Try to choose the one that resonates with you most or that you can relate back to something that you care about. The more you care about it, the more you'll be able to write about it. Step 2 is to create an outline. Start out by creating a thesis statement with at least 3 major points, and then create an outline from these main points. From each point, go into more detail by creating subpoints and sub-subpoints. This will give you more to write about and help you to structure your paper. I like to use Roman numerals, then letters, then numbers. Step 3 is to fast write your paper. Write a first draft off the top of your head. Get as many words out as possible. Be as passionate and descriptive as possible. Write without editing yourself. Don't worry, you'll be able to find sources to back up your claims later. But for now, follow your outline and write as much as you possibly can until you're about 3/4 through your word count or page count. Pro tip, when in doubt, use the 5-point system. Intro, point 1, point 2, point 3, and a conclusion. Each point should have about 2 to 3 subpoints. This will help to get you closer to your word count. Next step is to fake grade your paper. So review your paper and create annotations on the side. I know word processor allows you to do this. You want to review your paper and think of anything that your professor could possibly point out. You want to look for anything that could give you a B grade, so spelling errors, poor sentence structure, insufficient evidence to support your claims, lack of diversity in your vocabulary or word choices. To find reliable sources quick, use databases like JSTOR and EBSCOhost. These allow you to create custom filters to find exactly what you're looking for. You know the sources are reliable if you select peer review, so you can get relevant sources quickly. Also, I recommend looking at news articles with reputable online newspapers and magazines. This is a quick way to find good sources online. Professors will tell you not to use Wikipedia as a source, and of course you'd never want to do that, but Wikipedia can help you to find sources for your paper. Just search any topic and scroll down to the references section of the page, and it will list all the sources Wikipedia used to create its article, and those sources can help you to write your paper. Next, create a works cited page using EasyBib, and this is going to be temporary. Basically, what you're going to do is enter the information as EasyBib instructs, whether it's a website or a journal or what have you. You want to create your citation, and then underneath each citation that you create for any potential sources that you may use, you want to copy and paste information from that source underneath the citation. Also, I recommend as you're pulling info from sources, go ahead and type up the mini citations at the end of any of the information that you use. That way, when you insert it in your paper, the citation is already there and you don't have to bother looking through your citations to figure out which one belongs to which. Next, you want to insert information from your sources into your paper to help take care of the last 1/4 of your word count. And by this point, you should have lots of quotes and information on your temporary works cited page. And if you end up using that quote, or if you end up paraphrasing that quote in your paper, you're going to want to go back and highlight that, which means you use some information from that source. Even if you just use a sentence out of several paragraphs of information that you copied, you know you have to include that source in your works cited page. So not only do you highlight the information used, but also that source. It saves time when you're trying to write your paper at the last minute. It also keeps you from accidentally plagiarizing, because we never want to do that. After you've found sources and inserted the info into your paper, you want to add transitions. So obviously, if you just throw a quote in the middle of your paper, it's going to sound awkward. So read through the paragraph and find out how to add transitions to smoothly incorporate sources into your paper. Here are some examples of transitions one can use. Once you've done this, you want to read through your paper from beginning to end. And trust me, since you've written it really fast and quickly like this, it's going to have tons of mistakes. But the point here is to meet your word count. So now that you've done that, you can focus on just revising the paper and the information. And I suggest using the annotation method as I showed before. Basically, grade your own paper and then go back, look through the annotations and correct any mistakes. Simple mistakes like spelling you can correct as you go, but things like sentence structure or finding a different word to describe something or fixing an awkward transition, you're going to want to create an annotation and come back to later. Once you've done this, correct your paper, read through one more time. Make sure when you include a quote or information in your paper that you keep the citation highlighted so that later you can go through your paper and know for sure what sources were used in your paper, and make sure they correspond with the highlighted sections of your temporary works cited page. Any sources on your works cited page that were not used, you can highlight in red and later delete. All the sources that are highlighted in yellow, you can copy paste to your real works cited page, and you know that they are included in your paper. And this is a really quick and simple way of creating your works cited page. Never do this after the fact and try to go back and find out what sources you use and then create a works cited page. It's more trouble than it's worth. This way is quick and easy and thorough. Now all that's left to do is to read and keep rereading your paper, correcting small mistakes, and once you get it to a point that you're satisfied with, bring it to a friend or a classmate and have them read it. They'll be able to find the small mistakes you may not have noticed after reading through your paper 500 times. And go back and correct those things. Read over your paper once more. If you're satisfied with it, turn it in. This is my surefire method. At any point when I've been pressed for time and had a paper due, this method has worked for me, and I've definitely gotten A's on papers using this method at the last minute, and at the very worst, I've gotten a B. So it works, and I feel that this was a method I really perfected my senior year of college because I was super busy and sometimes things just got pushed to the last minute. I hope this helps you guys. I hope this has made you relax a little bit. Try to eliminate as many distractions as possible while using this method and really just focus in on your paper. It may take an entire day or maybe 5 hours depending on how long your paper is, but just know in the end that it will turn out well and you got this. So no worries. I hope this has been helpful for you guys. Now for some ASMR for relaxation.